Friends, I want to introduce you a wonderful sanitization product that has been brought out by IIT Hyderabad under the leadership of Dr. Jyotsnendu Giri of Biomedical Engineering Department. This is a product which is a hand sanitizer and a sanitizer which can be sprayed on any surface. Most of you are aware that quite a number of these conventional sanitizers that are used take a long time for them to be active. Sometimes even it could be more than 15 minutes, and more importantly they get contaminated very soon and they have to be applied a number of times. Whereas this particular product that has been brought out by a startup which is incubated at IIT Hyderabad called DuroKea, and with another company called Kea Biotech, is called DuroKea. And this particular DuroKea technology ensures that the sanitizer which is sprayed on any surface is active for almost 35 days since it is sprayed. And so that means it is a very long lasting, and at the same time it is also very fast acting, that it can kill any of these pathogens and germs within about 60 seconds. And hence this particular product has become very popular. It has now been commercialized and it is available in a large quantities all over the country. In fact, at IIT Hyderabad itself, we have moved from the conventional sanitizers to this particular product, which has helped us to reduce our cost expenses on sanitization by almost 5 to 6 times less than what we used to spend earlier. And also it has also reduced the manpower requirements, because the number of times that you need to spray is significantly lower. And so hence I would suggest this is one of the wonderful products that has come out during this COVID period, and a large number of people are getting benefited by it.
The global incidence of hospital-acquired infections is a costly concern. Healthcare-associated infections arise due to drug-resistant bacteria. Any interventions that can be put to place to remove these drug-resistant bacteria will eventually reduce the mortality and also reduce the cost of treating these hospital-acquired infections. 7% of all patients admitted to a hospital eventually develop a HAI, and this number increases to 33% in intensive care units.
Maintaining hygienes in the sector like healthcare sector, pharmaceutical industries, food industries is very important. Conventional hygiene products, it is effective, but it is stay for very short period of time. So that is the reason actually you have to use again. No matter how many times you use, then you cannot control the healthcare associated infections. So how the healthcare associated infections occur? So any contaminated surface, like the surface patients surrounding the surface of patients, then the surface become contaminated. Now healthcare worker touch the surface, then their hand contaminated, then ultimately that pathogen the healthcare worker touch to the patients. That way actually pathogen transmit from the surface to the patients. That way this cycle is keep on going for the healthcare associated infection. And if you consider the current pandemic, this is highly transmissible pathogens like the COVID virus, as well as you can expect the future similar type of highly contagious pathogens may be there. So to similar way the transmission is happening the similar way only. So what is the solutions to maintain the hygienes of the different sectors, or particularly hospitals, so that you can take care the hospital acquired infections? So the solution is you need something which can protect constantly, and once application it can protect from hours to several days. That is concept come from the long lasting hygiene products. The long lasting hygiene products exist in the market for the last few years from the different abroad company. The product actually based on the sealant. That sealant based product, if you coat on the surface or hands, that takes longer time. So almost 10 minutes to 30 minutes required to kill the pathogens on the sealant coated surface. Not only that, sealant based formulations come in water based only, and this type of product is come from abroad is very expensive to afford for the Indian community or developing country or developed country people. So in IIT we develop innovative DuroKea technology. In this technology we took care the instant killing of the pathogens, and we develop the formulations in alcohol base, and the formulations is very much affordable. So it is almost 10 times cheaper or 10 times affordable than the foreign based or sealant based product. So what is the DuroKea technology? So in this technology we introduce is very interesting science. So nanotopography. So where many of the researchers trying to develop the technology where we can create the nanotopography or nano roughness on the surface so that this surface become antimicrobial or kill the pathogens. So we develop nanoparticle system. That nanoparticle system having the decorated with the molecular needles on the surface. So these nanoparticles, if you spray and then it's coat on the surface, it create the nano roughness, and that nano roughness come with the molecular needles. And not only that, this nanoparticle also contain some chemicals which only release in the vicinity of pathogens. So how technically how this technology work? So imagine you are sleeping in the bed which is very rough, though very uneven. So how do you feel? You feel pain. After sleeping you feel a lot of pain. And imagine in that bed you put the many of the needles, then you cannot survive on that surface if you sleep there. Exactly, we are doing the bed for the pathogens in the nanoscale roughness and then make the needles on that surface so that any pathogens fall on the surface, they cannot survive. So in the additions we introduce the release of molecule in the presence of pathogens, in the vicinity of pathogens, so that the combination of three technology or synergistic action of three make sure that the virus or bacteria or pathogens it instantly kill if it come to the contact of that surface. We did extensive field trial. We did lot of tests in government laboratories as well as that government accredited laboratory and certified the efficacies and effectiveness for long lasting. And finally this product is launched by our Ministry of Education Sri Ramesh Pokhriyal ji in the month of April, 16 April. After that this product actually is available for the common public. We launches 4 innovative product. DuroKea S, which is long lasting surface disinfectant. This is alcohol based formula. Once you apply, that alcohol instantly kill the pathogens on the surface and make the nanoscale coating on the surface, and that surface keep on disinfecting up to 35 days. Another product, DuroKea M, this is fabric sanitizer which can be used for mask or any other fabrics. Once you apply and then that make the coating, and then the surface become self disinfecting and keep on protecting the pathogens or bacteria virus up to your next wash of the fabrics. DuroKea H, which is the alcohol based hand sanitizer, and once you apply on the hand, your hand coated with that nano formulations, and then your hand is protected or become self disinfecting or remain hygiene till up to 24 hours or your next hand wash. We also finally develop the formulation which is child friendly, alcohol free, and also that is useful for the many people who has very much sensitive skin to the alcohol. So in that formulation also, that is the product we called DuroKea H Aqua, where once you apply that make the coating on the hand, and then the hand becomes self disinfecting or remain hygiene up to 24 hours or your next hand wash.
It is estimated that in a year 15 billion USDs are spent in treating HAIs. To reduce the economic burden, these kind of hygiene products will play a dramatic role. In view of the current pandemic, the perspective towards hygiene in other avenues such as transport, resorts, restaurants and other healthcare associated industries have changed. Hygiene products have now become a part of our daily routine, and this will provide a welcome change to reduce all kinds of infections in the future. With the DuroKea technology, we are providing superior hygiene at affordable prices which saves time and energy. A nanotechnology for mass which will have a high social and economical impact on India as well as abroad.